Hello, welcome to Kathleen's Place, today and every day. Thank you for joining me and remembering that this is a safe place that we try to keep for everybody, for all of our community. Today what I'm wanting to talk about is being stuck in a rut. That's how I started feeling today, and I allowed myself to feel the feels, but I decided that I cannot stay stuck in a rut, even for a short period of time, for many reasons. One reason is my health. If I stay stuck in the rut, my health isn't going to get better. Now, of course, with chronic fatigue syndrome, I have to allow myself to rest and do what I do to start improving from my chronic fatigue crash. But another thing is make small steps or take small steps. Think about positive things. Another thing that helps me is journaling or drawing. I haven't done any journaling, drawing, what do you call it? I don't know, what do you call it? Tracy, help me out. Or anybody else who might know. But you know, when you have the journal and you draw on it and then you journal around it. I haven't done that before. Right now I'm just kind of doodling, trying to fill up a page of doodles. It relaxes me and brings my stress down a little bit. I need to do things that are going to keep my thoughts away from the negative, away from being confused. I do pray because, as I've mentioned before, I do believe in God. I pray that the Lord would lead me and guide me, and with the rest of my family as well. I try to talk to somebody if I'm able to find somebody to talk to about how I'm feeling. Because a lot of times we feel like, especially us Gen Xers, and maybe boomers as well probably, that we got to do it alone, right? We feel like we should be able to be strong enough always to do everything on our own. Like, there's different things that people will say. Some people will say it in whether it's Christian or not. Some will say it in the Christian sense that, oh, well, if you're depressed, well, then your faith in the Lord is weak. Well, yeah, maybe. So then you pray for that person, right? You don't just leave it at that. Or another one is, oh, if you can't, and this may be not necessarily the Christian one, but just take away from that. If you're depressed, well, then you're not a strong person. Well, yeah, sometimes we all get into that place where we're not strong. Life isn't always a bed of roses. Life isn't always going to be easy. There's a lot of times that good things take effort, and not allowing ourselves to stay stuck in a rut, stay stuck in our emotions, that doesn't help us to move forward. Life has many ups and downs, right? And a lot of times we will feel like we are stuck. And that's how I was starting to feel today. Because as many of you know, maybe not all of you, but after being married for 29 years, my husband and I are separated. And it's not easy for me. There are times that I feel peace. And then there's other times where I feel confused. And because I do love him, but we just needed to make some changes. So in saying that, You know, I do feel peace, but at the same time, it's a struggle. And I can't stay stuck. I can't stay living stuck. I have to move forward. I have to do what I need to do to just not be stuck. I have to make sure I help my son to move forward. Right now, my kids are the ones that are helping me. And sometimes, you know, it feels like a huge blessing, but at the same time, it's hard. It's hard to accept that they are the ones supporting me, and me and my son. It's not an easy thing for me, and I always pray that I will be able to repay them, you know, for their goodness and their kindness and their patience, because adjusting to live with somebody when you're used to being on your own isn't easy. It's not easy for them having us in their home, new changes, new people, new animals, and it's not easy for us being in a new place, but we appreciate it so very much. And yeah, I'm not going to be stuck. I'm going to move forward. I will, one way or another, find another place to live eventually. But I really appreciate being able to be here. And part of not being stuck in a rut is this. Sometimes we have to stay in our rut for a little bit. We have to stay where we are, feel the feels, grieve, hurt. Those things are okay, but not forever. There comes a point when, whether you need to go to therapy, whether you just need to have a confidant that you can talk to once in a while, no matter what it is, you need to find a way to move forward. Being stuck in a rut sucks. It's horrible. But you know what? There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And many times, I remember, you know, the ups and downs that my husband and I would go through. Sometimes they were together and sometimes they were against each other. But sometimes it seemed like, oh, I see that light at the end of the tunnel. Finally. And then it would disappear. But we can't give up, no matter how long it takes to get better, to move forward. We need to take that with us. Like, yeah, I think in the next, I'm going to do one more video after this about different ways that I myself are doing to bring healing to myself, to allow myself to relax in different ways. And those, I think, are things that will help you or me to get unstuck from where we are, where I am. And yeah, I just want to encourage any of you out there, if you're stuck in a rut, which means if you're stuck and you feel like you can't move forward, you're frustrated, you're depressed, you are just feeling lower than you have, but you can't get out of it, don't sit still. You know, take yes, you can take some time to feel the feels, but don't allow yourself to be dragged, I think, I don't know, down, and to stay there. Get back up, find something to encourage yourself, find a group of friends. Don't do things on your own, whether it's your family or friends that you have. You can move forward. And you know what? If you don't have a YouTube channel, but you've thought about it before, that's one way to make great friends. I've made some really great friends on YouTube over the last few months. And, you know, it's really encouraging because some of us are going through similar things. Some of us just have similar personalities, some similar likes, and some of us, we just seem to jive, and it's a great thing. So anyhow, be encouraged, get up, do something, try to encourage yourself, and find a way to move forward in your life. Love you all, take care, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.